Hey, good morning, Facebook. It's Dr. Kraft over here at Kraft Chiropractic, and I have a few moments to do a quick video showing you some posterior shoulder, posterior delt stretches that you can do before your workout, after your workout, specifically if you're doing something like arms or shoulders or bench press on certain days. And I've been showing these stretches to patients for close to 10 years. I do them myself, and I just wanted to take a quick moment to show them to you. So a lot of people that I teach this with tell them to use a piece of PVC pipe that's cut to approximately 4 feet in length, or you can use a broom handle. I've seen people also use things like a mop handle, but a piece of PVC pipe, the 1 1/4 inch PVC or 1 inch PVC pipe works wonderful. This is actually a gym stick. I used to teach some classes using this. It used to have resistance bands attached to it, and I've just taken them off because it's a great piece of basically PVC pipe. This one has a little bit of a grip on it as well, so it's approximately 4 feet long, and it's approximately that 1 inch diameter of PVC pipe. So why do we need to stretch the posterior delt? A lot of reasons. A lot of shoulder problems coming into practice. There's also a lot of problems I see in tight pecs. So yes, adjustments help. Yes, chiropractic can help with the neck and the shoulder area too. Massage therapy is wonderful to get into the pec as well as working into the trap. However, we still need to do a little bit more as far as self-care. So the posterior delt stretch that I call is called kind of the wheel, I call it. So I was shown this a long time ago from a chiropractor that I worked with in Nebraska. And we did this a lot as well. And then I've also, through powerlifting and weight training and bodybuilding, I've been able to kind of pick up a little bit more of these stretches on a regular basis. It's a really great stretch when you're doing some chest work. So I'm going to have two sides we're going to do this, but I'm going to hold this. This is my right side. I take my left elbow in front of that piece of PVC pipe, and I create this torsion. I have control with this arm. My left side is the side that I'm going to be stretching right now. So I'm going to turn to the side, and what will happen is here, when I pull and turn, I'm externally rotating at that deltoid or shoulder joint, okay? So the big key here is not to be way out here with your elbow, is to actually try to bring it across to the opposite side, and you're using this to produce a nice gentle stretch to the posterior delt, which is approximately, right in through here. It can be really tight for a lot of power lifters. So 30 seconds each side. You can kind of play around with this now, okay? So I kind of make a little circle with it, just really get that to release, and maybe a little circle this way, but my goal is to bring that elbow across in external rotation and pulling it across to the opposite shoulder. Okay, it's a wonderful stretch for any shoulder problems, again, and specifically in the bench press for most lifters, or shoulder press, shoulder exercises. Opposite side, again, I'm going to hold it with my left hand now. I'm going to stretch my right side. Elbow comes in front of the PVC pipe. Nice erect posture when I do this. I'm going to externally rotate that humerus in that shoulder, and I'm also going to bring that elbow, kind of pulling with this other hand down here, pulling that PVC pipe across. All right? This is called the wheel. 30 seconds each side, a couple times. Prior to lifting, after lifting, hey, maybe you got problems with your shoulders all the time. This is something you can be doing every day. Okay? Next one I teach people to do, and a lot of people don't have this range of motion, so this PVC pipe is really beneficial depending on, how wide you need to go. If you're a little less flexible in that rotation of the shoulder here, this extension of the shoulder, you might grip wider. Some of us that have a little bit more range of motion, you can grab more narrow. So I teach this one. Also, golfers do this as well with a golf club. You can warm up with this before you bench press. You can warm up something like this before you swing some golf clubs, maybe some baseball players. You want to do some really good shoulder range of motion. So I take this bar or this PVC pipe right across my chest to start, about shoulder width apart, and I'm going to take that up, back, and down. Coming up, over the head, back and down, okay? Maybe gymnasts could do something like this too. I'm just thinking that they have a lot of issues maybe in the shoulders to warm up. This can be a great mobilization for that. Some people cannot do this, so when we're not able to do something like this, this can put a lot of problems in the function of doing appropriate lifting, or you can have problems in just active, your daily living. If you're not having good shoulder range of motion, you're probably having some issues with neck pain. I've seen it a lot. Even my brother, who's a chiropractor of almost 20 years, sees this a lot too. The shoulder's not moving well, the neck's probably not moving well. And we've kind of taught each other that that's what's really important to work with, is check the neck, check the shoulder, adjust the neck, improve the mobility to the shoulder, but we also need to do things like this stretching. So this is, whatever you want to call this. This can be called up and over if you wish. You might have it called a pec stretch. This is really a pec opener, back and down. How many do you do? Use your intuition, maybe 10 times up and back, okay? I did this before bench, and I also love to do this on my chest or back day for a warm-up. The last one I'm going to show you, the triad. So we did the wheel, we did the up and over. The third one I like to show, I might have to move my camera just a little bit here. Okay, so this is going to now go onto the floor, and I'm going to do this sideways. So again, I also learned this doing some golfing in the past, some lifting in the past. This one specifically is going to help with that posterior delt in a little bit different way. This one's probably more technical out of the three. So I'm going to take my left hand above my right hand, and almost like I'm going to stick the pole in the ground. Okay? So right now my right hand is below the left. I'm going to keep my back flat and kind of kick my behind back and lean over that pole. And what I'm doing here is I'm allowing some extension of the humerus here to stretch out even some of the teres muscles that are right below that humerus, right in through here, really tight on a lot of lifters. And what I'm doing here is I'm just rocking back, and I'm rocking to the other side. Okay, you have to maybe lean a little further away or closer to get this one. You can kind of just play around with it, pushing it away really opens and stretches that posterior delt on this side. And then you're going to want to switch hands and just continue to do it each side. So you can even do it with one hand. I've seen some people do this with one hand, a nice stretch, or this side. Okay, you're really opening up that kind of that shoulder blade area here as well. So again, these are posterior delt stretches. I highly recommend that people that have shoulder issues or are looking to prevent injuries in the shoulder with their weight training or their particular athletic competition that they do, like powerlifting or bodybuilding, and even just college athletes, people that are playing basketball or people that are playing football. A lot of us have shoulder issues, and the goal is to keep function, keep it moving, and make sure you're also getting adjusted regularly. This is Dr. Kraft. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thanks for listening.